Some music is more than just sound. It's a story carried by the wind, by sand, by survival. Imagine a sound so raw, so hypnotic, that it feels like it was born from the very earth it describes. In the heart of the vast Sahara Desert, a group of Tuareg musicians took their struggles, their history, and their deep love for their homeland, and turned it all into music the entire world could feel. This isn't just a story about a band. It's the story of Tinariwen, Mali's desert blues legends. They are the voices of a people who refuse to be forgotten, a sound that echoes across the dunes and into our very souls. Today, we're not just listening to music, we're embarking on a journey into the Sahara, to understand how a guitar became a weapon of cultural survival. To truly understand Tinariwen, we have to go back to the beginning, to the late 1970s. The band was formed not in a recording studio or a garage, but in the harsh and forgiving refugee camps of Algeria and Libya. Its founding members were young Tuareg rebels, living in exile during a period of intense political unrest and drought that had uprooted their entire way of life. The Tuareg people are nomads of the Sahara, a civilization with a history stretching back millennia, renowned for their resilience, their rich culture, and their profound gift for storytelling. For the Tuareg, music has never been just entertainment. It's the vessel that carries their history, their politics, their identity. It's a living archive, passed down through generations. It was in this environment of displacement and struggle that Tinariwen was born. They took the traditional melodies and poetic structures of their ancestors and combined them with a new instrument that had found its way into their hands, the electric guitar. The result was a sound that was utterly new, yet ancient. A sound that was raw, hypnotic, and unbelievably powerful. So, what does this desert blues actually sound like? Tinariwen's music is instantly recognizable. It's built on repetitive, almost meditative guitar riffs that loop and weave together, creating a trance-like effect that pulls you in. These guitar lines, often played by multiple members at once, don't shout. They murmur and intertwine, mimicking the endless, rolling landscape of the desert. Underpinning this is a percussive rhythm, often from a traditional jam or simple handclaps, that echoes the steady and hurried pace of a camel caravan crossing the sand. It's a rhythm of patience, of endurance. And then there are the vocals. Sung in their native Tamashek, the lyrics are pure poetry, speaking of exile, of love for a land they can't return to, and of an unshakable dream of freedom. The music is a perfect fusion of folk tradition and modern instrumentation. It's not loud or aggressive in the way some rock music is. It's persistent. It's patient. It's as constant and as powerful as the wind blowing across the dunes, slowly but surely shaping everything it touches. The story of Tinariwen is so much more than just a musical one. During the Tuareg rebellions in the 1980s and 90s, their music became a vital tool for survival. With their people scattered and their culture under threat, the members of Tinariwen used their songs to do three crucial things: preserve their culture, inspire unity, and tell the stories of their exile and resistance. They would perform secretly in desert camps, their music shared not on vinyl or radio, but on dubbed cassette tapes that circulated like contraband from hand to hand. These bootleg tapes became the soundtrack of a revolution. The songs chronicled the struggles of the Tuareg people, offering a voice to the voiceless and fostering a sense of shared identity among those who felt lost. Their music was never about seeking fame or fortune. It was about documenting history as it happened. It was a declaration that even in the face of conflict and displacement, their spirit and their stories would endure. The guitar, for them, was as mighty as any weapon, but its purpose was to build, not to destroy. For years, this incredible music was a secret known only to the people of the Sahara. But a sound this powerful cannot be contained forever. In the early 2000s, the world finally began to listen. Tinariwen's music reached global audiences through legendary festivals like WMAD, Glastonbury, and the Montreux Jazz Festival. Suddenly, people who had never even heard of the Tuareg were being mesmerized by these robed figures from the desert, whose electric guitars seemed to sing with an ancient, profound sadness and an unbreakable strength. Albums like Amasikul, Iman, and Mr weren't just records, they were portals. They brought the soul of the Sahara to the world stage, and the world was captivated. Critics and music lovers were floored. They didn't know what to call it, but they knew it was special. Many started calling them the voices of the desert. It was a fitting title, because Tinariwen weren't just musicians, they had become global ambassadors for their culture, sharing its beauty and its pain with a world that was hungry for authenticity. As their fame grew, Tinariwen began to connect with other artists who recognized the deep, universal truth in their music. The list of collaborators is a testament to their incredible influence. They've shared stages and studios with legends like Carlos Santana and Taj Mahal, and with indie rock icons like TV on the radio. Their music resonates with the spiritual depth found in the work of masters like Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, even if they never met. But their influence goes far beyond collaborations. Tinariwen essentially created a new genre. Their sound sparked a desert blues revival, inspiring a wave of musicians from across the Sahel region to pick up guitars and tell their own stories. They put Malian music on the global map in a way that few had before, inspiring modern African rock bands and expanding the very definition of world music. They showed that the blues wasn't just born on the Mississippi Delta. It was a universal language of struggle and hope that could spring from any corner of the earth where people had a story to tell. The accolades and awards soon followed. Tinariwen has earned Grammy Awards for Best World Music Album, BBC Awards, and widespread critical acclaim from every major music publication on the planet. But to measure their success only by trophies would be to miss the point entirely. Their real impact is cultural, and it is immeasurable. They have successfully preserved Tuareg history and oral tradition by embedding it into their music, ensuring that the stories of their elders will not be lost to time. They took a sound from one of the most remote places on earth and brought it to mainstream international attention, opening minds and hearts along the way. Perhaps most importantly, they have inspired countless new generations of African musicians to embrace their own heritage and share it with the world on their own terms. Tinariwen serves as a powerful reminder that music is memory. That a simple guitar riff can tell a story of exile more powerfully than any history book. They prove, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that art can not only survive conflict, but can become the very vessel that carries a people's identity through the darkest of times. So when you listen to Tinariwen, you're not just listening to a band. You're hearing the rustle of the wind through an acacia tree. You're feeling the warmth of a fire in a desert camp under a blanket of a billion stars. You're hearing the collective voice of a people who have faced down drought, displacement, and war, and have emerged with their dignity and their culture intact. They didn't create their music for commercial charts or fleeting trends. They created it for something much bigger, for time itself. They are the living, breathing sound of the Sahara, speaking to us through six strings and timeless voices. Their journey is a testament to the enduring power of music to connect us, to inform us, and to move us. If this story inspired you, and you want to see more content that explores the deep connections between music, culture, and history, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And I want to hear from you in the comments below. After hearing their story, do you think Tinariwen should be considered one of the most important African music groups of all time? Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for joining me on this journey today. I'll see you in the next one.